Hello, my fiery Pitta Doshas. Today, we'll be using yoga as therapy. Ayurvedic Yoga Therapy is a yoga practice that helps the body reach homeostasis, providing balance, management, and reduction of various physical, psychological, and spiritual health complaints. Yoga as therapy can be a major value to a health regimen and is personalized to your individual constitution and needs, on and off the mat. There is no one-size-fits-all with Ayurvedic Yoga Therapy. In today's ASANA flow is to help balance those with Pitta Dosha Vikruti. Pittas tend to have the qualities of hot, sharp, oily, spreading, and light in their lifestyle, in their personalities, in their minds, and in their bodies. When balanced, these qualities can manifest as soft skin, bright intellect, ambition, and a great metabolism. When unbalanced, these qualities can manifest as criticalness of self or others, heartburn or a hot temper, strong body odor, or a sour outlook on life. Today's asana practice promotes cooling and playfulness that Pittas usually need. If you do not know if you are a Pitta and want to know more about doshas and Ayurvedic Yoga Therapy, you can click below for a free Dosha Quiz and you can check back in for a yoga flow for your dosha. For today's flow, you will need your yoga mat and a yoga block if you find it helpful. We promote the use of yoga props if you enjoy them. I also suggest to work at 75% capacity rather than the 110% that Pittas are used to giving in their life. Instead of perfection, let's reach for playfulness in this yoga therapy session. The last one may be the hardest for Pitta doshas, but with practice, you can do it. Last thing, ideally, we do not want any interruptions during your yoga flow. Treat this as you would medicine. And I cannot stress that enough. Please treat this as you would medicine. Okay. Then once you're ready, you can make your way to a mountain pose on your mat and we can begin with our flow. Take a moment to run a body scan and note how your body is currently feeling. Bring awareness to your breath. And repeat after me. I don't have to be perfect in this moment. It is safe for me to be human. Take a moment to note how you feel emotionally. take note of how these emotions feel inside of your body. Feel your breath. Is it fast? Is it slow? Is it warm? Is it light? Let's proceed with Shitali cooling breath. For this pranayama, you will want to curl your tongue as if it were a straw. Breathe through the curled tongue for 4 counts. And exhale through the nostrils for 4 counts. Let's repeat this a few more times. Inhale. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job. Now let's begin with Sun Moon salutations. Bring your arms up above your head and begin to stretch your ankles. Now, like a little teacup, you're going to bend to the left while keeping your bottom half straight. And expand into goddess pose. Strain your legs and your arms and turn your left leg to the side. Touch your left foot with your left hand while keeping your right hand towards the ceiling. If you can't touch your foot all the way down, relax. Perfection is not what we are aiming for. Bend into pyramid pose. And then bend your right knee and go into a low crescent lunge by bringing your arms above your head and keeping your gaze on the horizon rather than upwards. From here, let's go into a side lunge with your right leg extended. If you can't bring your foot all the way to the ground, that's okay. If you wobble, that's okay. Play around with it. And let's go into garland pose. If you use a wall, for stability, that's perfectly fine. Now let's go into another side lunge with your left leg extended. From here, bend over to another crescent lunge on your right side. Keep your gaze on the horizon. And slowly lift yourself up into pyramid pose. And we're gonna go into extended triangle pose from here. Keep your gaze on the horizon rather than the ceiling. And then you can go into star pose or goddess pose, whichever one feels comfortable for you. And pop right back into your left. Take a moment to catch your breath and feel your breath. Recenter yourself, and when you're ready, bring your arms up above your head, and this time you're going to teapot towards the right. Open up into goddess pose. And straighten out into star pose and slide your right foot towards the wall this time. Now let's go into extended triangle pose by touching our right ankle with our right hand and keeping our arm towards the ceiling. Now go into pyramid pose on your right side. Now bend your left knee into a low crescent lunge. Bring your arms up above your head, keeping your gaze on the horizon, and bend forward, keeping your right foot flat on the ground. Now let's bring it into another low side lunge with your left leg extended. And go into the middle into another garland pose. Use the wall if you need help balancing. And another low side lunge with your right leg extended. Now bend your right knee into a low crescent lunge, keeping your gaze on the horizon. Gently push yourself up into a pyramid pose and then into an extended side angle lunge. And I use a wall for a reason. Come into a star pose or goddess pose as you see fit. And pop right back into mountain pose. Nice big breath. And we're going to turn on our mat to the beginning of our mat and go into a chair pose. Back into mountain pose and then down into a forward fold. Bend your knees as needed. Make sure you are bending at the hips rather than your back. And bring it back up into mountain pose. Bring your arms above your head and stretch. Back into chair pose. Back into mountain pose. And bend forward once again into a forward fold. Feel free to hang and twist. Play around with this pose. And we're going to come back up. Bring your arms above your head, back into Namaste. Back into chair pose. And we're going to do another forward fold. Hang out, and then we are going to move into downward dog. If you need to stretch your ankles, that's fine. Play around with it and make your way onto a plank before making your way down to a prone corpse pose on your mat. Take a moment to find your breath and slowly make your way into a Sphinx pose. And bring it back down to the mat. And we're going to go into a locust pose by bringing your arms and your legs off the ground. And rest. And we're going to go back into Sphinx pose. Keep your eyes on the horizon. Feel your spine lengthening. And bring your head back down towards the mat. And we're going to go into locust pose once again. You can also think of this like a banana. And rest. Carefully go back into Sphinx pose. And back down towards the mat before another locust pose. You might feel each locust pose getting easier than the last one. And rest. Slide back into Sphinx pose. And we're going to turn towards our left side and perform leg lifts with our right leg. Pittas usually have a tendency for perfection and might try to reach 90-degree angles for these leg lifts, but challenge yourself to find a more comfortable width of angle for you. 40 degrees is perfectly fine. 30 degrees is fine. 20 degrees is perfectly fine. Find what suits you. And we're going to turn onto our backs. And find your breath. And we're going to do some more leg lifts with both of our legs this time. And I recommend placing your hands below your booty to help with this exercise. Engage your pelvic floor as you lift and release it as you lower your legs. From here, we're gonna sit up and we're going to go into boat pose variations. You can try half boat pose, full boat pose, or modified boat pose with your feet on the ground. Feel free to alternate between these poses without waiting for my cue. Play around with the poses and feel the sensations going on in your body. You can sit up into a comfortable seated asana whenever you need a breather, and continue back into boat pose as you see fit. From here, we're going to turn onto our right side this time and leg lifts with our left leg. Remember that you don't need to go 100% or 90 degrees. Feel for what's comfortable for you. Mindfulness is better than speed for this yoga therapy session. A couple more. And we're going to turn onto our backs. And this time, instead of leg lifts, we are going to do bicycles. We're going to cycle our legs as if we were riding a bicycle. If this sensation feels a little weird to you, place your arms up as if you were riding a bicycle and holding the handlebars. Vary your speed, try going a little faster or a little slower, and feel these sensations in your body. Take a rest. When you're done, find your breath place your hands on your belly and on your chest, and we're going to take a moment to feel our breath. What is going on inside of your body? Do you feel your pulse? Do you feel your breath? And from here, we're going to exhale, reach the pelvic floor and the feet, and lift the buttocks up into the ceiling and relax. We're going to do this a few more times. Exhale and lift. You don't have to lift too much, a few inches is just fine. Feel what's comfortable for you. Make sure you're relaxing your shoulders and not tensing up where there shouldn't be any tension. Remember to breathe in between each lift. If you would like, you can also use a yoga block in between your knees during this exercise. One more. And relax. Now we're going to bring our knees to our chest. Extend the right leg while keeping the knee in the chest. And then switch the legs. And then bring both back towards the chest and rock yourself for a little bit. Go into happy baby pose by grabbing your ankles and bringing them towards your chest. Engage the feet. And we're going to relax by doing elevated feet back down to the ground. Relax the pelvic floor. And we're going to turn to our side, grabbing our right leg and turning into a reclined spinal twist. Go back onto your back and turn to your other side, grabbing your left knee. Now come back onto your back, recenter yourself, and we're going to move right back up into a boat pose. Before finding a comfortable seated asana. You may sit with your back against the wall, adjust yourself, and take a moment to explore any sensation going on in the body. Any sensation going on in the mind. Any sensation going on in your emotions. When you are ready, turn to your side for a quick cat-cow stretch. And we're going to go through the needle, so to speak, with our right arm beneath us, coming back up and repeating with the other arm. From here, go back into table pose, and we're going back into downward dog, stretching our ankles once again, and to forward fold as we did in the beginning. Hang out, twist from side to side, and breathe in, bringing your arms up above and to the sides. Stretch back and into Namaste. Let's bring our arms up above our heads. Stretch backwards. Come back down into another forward fold. Gentle. And back up. Let's come onto a mountain pose on our mat. And be thankful for our session, for today. Thank your body for facilitating today's practice. And let's end with more Shitali cooling breath. Breathe in for 4 counts and exhale for 4 counts. One, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. And we are all done. Take a few more breaths and open your eyes slowly. Take a moment to scan your body, your mind, and your emotions. Do you feel any more relaxed, cooled, or balanced? Try this yoga flow at the same time each morning or before bed. If you would like to book a personalized one-to-one yoga therapy session, the link is available below in the description. I hope you have one peaceful day. Thank you.